How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in to my new video today. And if you're not familiar with me or my channel, in 31 days I'll be having my first MMA fight, my MMA debut on the 5th of December, and I'm currently pushing out content along the way, keeping you guys updated with training and how everything's going in the fight camp. If you do want to buy tickets for the event, then you can do that. There's a link in the description of this video, and you can purchase as many tickets as you want. There's VIP tables available, and there's also regular standing tickets available. As well as that, there's also a link to my charity page. So I've chosen to raise money for cancer research, Palestine Aid, as well as suicide prevention in the UK, and Khalsa Aid. So if you guys want to donate anything, you can also do that in the description down below on the link. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about how my camp's going and about the mindset that you need to have to step in a cage and have them lock the cage, and it's just you and your opponent in there. And it's the mindset of discipline. So motivation is when you want to do it and you're really happy to do it and you have high energy and you don't have any injuries and there's nothing going on in your personal life and you're motivated, you want to do it. However, discipline doesn't leave you like motivation does. Discipline stays with you every day if you build it properly. So for example, it's like with press-ups. You might be really motivated to do 20 press-ups tomorrow, and then the day after you don't want to do any. And then what that means is your motivation is there but your discipline isn't. And the difference is, if you have discipline, you do the same amount of work every day no matter how you feel, and you control your mind. And it's the same thing with alcohol and weed and all these drugs out there. It's all a mind thing. So if you control your mind, then it's easy to conquer these sins in the world. And that all leads into training for a fight, because at the end of the day, the person opposite me will be doing just as much training as me. They won't have any advantages or disadvantages. However, the only thing that makes the difference is hard work and discipline. No matter what your position is in life, you should always have high discipline, whether that's going to work, whether that's going to the gym after your work, whether that's going to your martial arts club after work. It's all discipline. And as a human being, and especially as a man, you have to build a high sense of discipline if you want to succeed in life. Otherwise, the world will just pass you by and you'll just be existing out here. Because a lot of us, we just work full time, which isn't a bad thing, but we work full time, and then when we come home, we're just existing. We're not even living. We're just consuming content, not creating anything for the bigger picture. And the plan for the channel is to do a lot more competitions next year and to do some more documentaries along the way of how fight camp is in Derby, because it's quite a low level scene. However, eventually we will get to the high level scene, God willing. And the main thing that is needed is hard work and discipline. No matter your situation, whether you're ill, whether you're sad, whether you're tired, you continue to turn up to the session and give your 100% effort. And not everyone's going to be able to do that. However, you build it over time and you give yourself self-affirmations. So you tell yourself you're going to do something and then you do it. You don't tell yourself you're going to do something and then not do it. For example, I tell myself at 10:30 p.m. I'm going to make sure I'm in bed and my phone's off and I'm ready to get a good sleep for the day tomorrow, because I start work at 9 a.m. and then after work I have training around 7 till 9 p.m. So as soon as I come home, I eat and then I have some coconut water. I normally have some eggs after training, and then I have some coconut water, So I make sure my diet is good before bed, because that's going to sit in your gut overnight. So once I've eaten, I'm not sitting on the PlayStation, I'm not scrolling TikTok, I'm just having a shower and going to sleep, and then repeating the next day. And sleep is really important. I personally like to get over 8 hours. Anything over 8 hours is good for me, because I train 6 days a week, so you can't put all that pressure on your body and then not get enough sleep. And I believe sleep is the most important recovery tool, not just for fighting, but just for life in general. You see a lot of people, sauna, steam room, swimming, all these activities, and yes, they do help. However, I personally believe if you get a good 8-9 hours sleep, it will dramatically aid your life. And it's the same thing with injuries. They normally occur when you're not sleeping enough, when you're overtraining. So sleep is very important, and in this day and age, we're all attached to our phones. It's like a part of us. However, we should learn to have a break from our phones, because the blue light on our phones actually interferes with our sleep. So I personally like to not look at my phone around an hour before bed, just to make sure that the blue light isn't interfering with my sleep. And I would definitely recommend it, because it means you get a better REM sleep. And if you get a better REM sleep, then there's many benefits to that. Your bones go stronger, your muscles fuel up and recover for the next day, and you're not going to be overtrained and risking injury for the next session that you're in. Even if it's just at work, just lifting boxes around in a warehouse, you still want to make sure you're getting over 8 hours a night. And I don't agree with the people who say they only get around 4 or 5 hours a night. They will definitely see the effects on that in a few years on their body and their mind too. Sleep is very important. It's the #1 recovery tool, in my opinion, for fighting. And yeah, 30 odd days until my fight now, so around 4 weeks, just over 4 weeks, and I'm ready, I'm locked in. I'm going to be pushing out a lot more content along the way, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And I'll also have a cameraman with me on my fight day, so I'll be documenting the whole experience of what it's like with the medicals and the weigh-ins, etc. So make sure you guys stick around. Thanks for tuning into a new video. Do subscribe down below, and also turn on the notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a video. And also leave a like rating down below. It is all much appreciated. And whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.